Hi, welcome to San Diego City College. We're here in the kitchen studio of City Times Media. I'm Marco, a multimedia journalist here with City Times. We're doing a special cooking demonstration today, and I'm joined by a special guest today, Liz Gary. Welcome, welcome, Liz. So Liz is a City College student and a food-based advocate, plant-based foods
That's
advocate. And you go around working and teaming up with public libraries, public schools, restaurants, supermarkets, promoting plant-based foods. And I just wanted to invite you here to show us some delicious vegan options.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I wanted to ask you, what are we cooking today?
Well, we are doing one of my specialties. Everybody eats, so everybody needs to learn about food, right? So I'm here to teach you guys a little bit about tofu today. It's a recipe from my upcoming book called Black Belt in Tofu. Today's plant-based, protein-rich alternative to meat, seafood, eggs, and dairy. You can have it all again plant-based. So what we're going to do today is make a real simple, the new white meat sandwich. And we've got a Bitchin Sandwich because Bitchin Sauce sent us a whole case full of free product. Yay! We're going to get to have some product.
They sent us one of everything, right? We have like
yes,
7 different...
we're going to have a sample fest. So we've got a couple of different players involved in our recipe today. Everyone from the Seeds garden over here at campus, where we got all this beautiful produce for our salad, and then the Bitchin Sauce folks, and then I work with Jensen's Foods and write recipes for their website. And I picked up my tofu at Jensen's Foods today. If you go to Jensen's Foods, you'll find 200 of my recipes on their website for everything from cheesecake to burgers to you name it. It's all plant-based. But tofu is a mystery to a lot of people still because there's so many different types. The most common type is this water-packed, and almost every grocery store carries this type of product, even Costco. Now, but for the best meat substitute, I like to use a denser tofu, a high-protein tofu. You don't have to squeeze water out of this one. Right here, I prepped this early to show you. Check it out. If you are only finding this type of tofu at the grocery store, you need to press out all the extra water. You guys see how much water's in that? So a 16-ounce block actually turns out to be more like a 10-ounce block. But with this one, you got 16 ounces of tofu there, and it's super protein rich.
So no draining needed for the
no draining needed for the vacuum-packed one, and it's curdled with the minerals from sea salt and a food-grade calcium sulfate combination. But this high-protein tofu, the vacuum-packed, really good stuff. So let's go ahead and put some gloves on and get cooking.
Oh, let me get my...
Now, I call it the splat test, you guys, because this tofu, if you dropped it from the top of the building, it would splatter, right? This tofu, if you dropped it, it would bounce. It's really protein rich. And I cut it up so many different ways. I've been invited to do a demo at the Earth Day Fair at Balboa Park, and I'm going to be doing a whole series called Fresh Cuts Tofu Butchery. And I can take that block and I can do a turkey cut and a chicken cut and a fishless fillet cut. But what we're going to do today is basic 101. We're going to do the slab cut. And I first saw the slab. It's real easy. You just take the block, turn it on its side, and we need to cut some rectangles, thin rectangles.
Okay.
First time I ever saw this was at Jimbo's. Some of you may have been to or heard of Jimbo's Market. If you haven't been, you should try. They used to have one in Horton Plaza. It's gone. But I know they have some in North County and East County. And they take the tofu, take it out of the package, take the knife, and cut big rectangles, but make them thin. And then you can either marinate them and cook them, or you can do what we're going to do today, the quick and easy way. We're just going to grill it with some rub and avocado oil. So here, use the big knife, and let's cut some thin slices. I call tofu the new white meat.
It feels like meat.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
it is You guys, it's one of nature's most perfect foods because it is a whole protein. It's a complete protein. You want to go ahead and slice some?
So I'm slicing it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get some pictures of you doing the slab cut.
So just so people know, the brand is Wildwood Organic.
Wildwood Organic.
At Jimbo's.
And I'm going to watch you slice it up, Marco, the slab cut.
I'm really bad at cutting these.
No, it's so easy. Make them nice and thin.
Is that too thick?
That's good.
That's good? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Couple more. We're going to make a few sandwiches so everyone in the studio gets to try our Bitchin Sandwich. Cool.
There's 4.
Okay.
And that's a good extra one.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and sprinkle or spray some avocado oil on those and then sprinkle some seasoning on them. And then I want you to transfer them over here to the grill. Awesome. Go ahead and see you sprinkle some stuff on there, transfer them to the grill.
Am I doing a
light sprinkle? You know what? I love going to the meat counter at the grocery store and checking out their gourmet seasonings. That's where you find the good stuff. And anything that you use on meat, you can use with tofu. So this is a Santa Maria seasoning, and it's super versatile and just gives it the nice kick that you need with a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic in it. So we're going to transfer the slabs to the hot grill.
Face down?
Face down, oil side, and then we'll oil and season the other side and get the heat up on that. So the new white meat sandwich, I call this the Tofu Club. We're cooking it up on some killer bread today called
buns.
Dave's Killer Buns with whole grain. Okay, one more piece on there, and we'll get those cooking. Let's spray the other side, do a little seasoning. All right, so for first lesson on there, pretty good, but sometimes thin. This is good. We're going to give it a try, but do it a little bit thinner too. I'm going to show at my Balboa Park event the turkey cut. And that is a lot of fun because it looks like sliced turkey.
So we want it to be kind of like a deli meat slice?
Deli meat slice, yeah.
Without breaking it?
Yeah, so some of these were a little bit thick, but that's okay. We're going to have a second chance because I got another block of tofu up here.
Nice. Okay.
But this is good. So we've got the tofu grilling. You want to make a salad?
Okay, so we're making the salad too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a recipe that comes from OB People's Deli in Ocean Beach. And boy, they've been around for like over 40 years, and that's where I tried some of my first tofu. If you go upstairs in the deli, you can look at their recipe box. Anything they sell in the deli, you can sample, and then you can get the recipe just by asking. So what we did was Marco and I went over to OB People's, and we took a look at the recipe box and pulled out this Kale Supreme Salad for you. And then went around and got all the ingredients. Super easy. This kale came from the Seeds Garden.
From Seeds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they donated all this stuff.
Yeah, and they sell it on Wednesdays from 12 to 2. The best treasure in town. Gotta go check it out, you guys. Seriously, I loved it. Big bouquet of greens from the garden. So what we have is Garden City College kale. Now we're going to throw in the sliced celery, which came from the garden.
Also from Seeds.
Yep.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay.
And then we have green onions. They also came from the garden. And throw those in. We have avocado and almonds. This is high octane fuel. You guys, you got all your phytonutrients with the greens. And then you got your rich fats and oils with the avocado and the creaminess. And then you've got the crunchy, wonderful almond. These are tamari almonds that came from the bulk section at OB People's. If you want a culinary adventure, go check out their bulk section. Wow, they've got everything. Such cool stuff. Heavenly fun.
I've been there, and you can make your own almond butters with these same almonds right there, right?
Yes, you can. Or you can use the roasted almonds. I do a little bit of, I love shopping. And you know what? We're going to make a dressing with some almond butter, but I found it at Grocery Outlet. That place is so cool. You know, they have things that change on the shelves, but let's make a dressing over here. I'm going to pull this aside, and the dressing ingredients are so simple. It's almond butter, apple cider vinegar, and a little Bragg's amino acids, which come from soy. And they have all the amino acids, which are good protein building nutrients, and everybody needs amino acids. This is a good way to get them. And it's lower in sodium than soy sauce or tamari. So it gives you that extra flavor and that umami, savory taste without too much salt. So anyway, it's just whisked up and bam, we have a salad. And they sell this like, I don't know, it's probably $10 a pound at OB People's in the deli. And we made it from scratch right here. So you guys can try it too. We'll post the recipes, I guess, with this segment as well.
We'll link that.
Cool. All right,
okay,
so let me clear that away, and you whisk that up, and then we'll toss it onto the salad. And it's time to flip the tofu. See how fast it goes, you guys? And there's no salmonella or weird, you know, you don't have to wear a hazmat suit to cook tofu like you do with chicken, right? Woo! So I've been a vegan for 13 years and I'm still alive. Woohoo!
I mean, there's no shortage of protein in here.
No shortage.
Kale has protein. I know tofu has protein. I know avocado has protein.
It does.
Almonds have protein.
So
and it's filling
protein. Too. Look at that beautiful salad.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Woo. Yes, and we're going to eat all of it.
I can't wait.
Yes, so you guys need to come check us out over here at City Times News and get your free samples sometime.
Looks good, tastes better.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and throw it.
That's a good whisk?
Yep, whisk it on. Go
ahead.
ahead.
It on there? Just drench it?
Just drench it.
Okay.
And then we'll toss it in the end when we serve it. But we're going to have to flip that tofu because it is calling our attention right now and it's ready for flipping. And we're going to prepare the bun to put it on. Yeah. Ooh, we got a mega salad.
Thank you.
So let's flip the tofu.
Okay.
And
then,
I think is behind you. Yeah, we got tongs right here. You know, you can try that. Try flipping those, and then we'll spread some vegan mayo on our bread. I was not a big fan of mayonnaise until I went vegan, and suddenly now this stuff is just bomb.
It's better than
love it. I put it on bread for grilled cheese, and it crisps and browns the bread so nicely that I'm going to do it with this bun here for the sandwich. We'll brown it. Look at that, how beautiful that is. That tofu is golden brown, and use a high heat oil when you cook with tofu so you can really brown it well. You know, olive oil and some of those milder ones don't work quite as well. So next thing you're going to do is take one of the buns and crack into that follow your heart vegnaise. Love that stuff. I use it to make all kinds of salads, and anything that you do with regular mayo, you do with this egg-free mayo. What makes regular mayonnaise not vegan is the eggs in it. And this is egg-free, and it tastes just as good. You wouldn't miss them at all, right?
Yep, nope. I was going to say, too, they have a chipotle one, too. That's delicious.
Oh, my gosh. You can flavor this mayonnaise with pesto, with garlic, with a variety of different flavors. Chipotle is a good one. All right, so we'll just stick that on there. Maybe start one more.
Okay.
And we are ready for sandwich construction. It goes that fast.
That's where this comes in, right?
Yeah, we're going to put a toasted bun on a plate and then layer on some beautiful veggies.
And some bitchin sauce.
And some bitchin sauce. We've got heirloom tomatoes, hothouse cucumbers. I love cucumbers on a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
But those ones that are wrapped up, the hothouse cucumbers, they always have more tender skin, and they're easy to work with. Yummy, my favorite. The irregular cucumbers, I always buy them organic, and I peel them halfway at least.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Let's do a little sandwich construction here.
Okay.
We will take, let's see how our buns are doing. They toast up pretty quickly. Almost. There we go. It's getting a little brown. Okay, let's scoot these things over a little bit and get our bitchin sauce ready and our sandwich construction whoa, stuff together. And you'll be sampling this in just a few. Whoops, the tofu. We had our, that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll cook up that tofu later and show you the difference in the texture. You have to, at home, try different tofus and learn the different textures and the flavors. And tofu by itself isn't very interesting, but plain chicken by itself isn't very interesting either, right? So anything you season it with is going to bring it to life. Okay, so let's layer on a couple of cucumbers as a base. Got to build a base to hold that sandwich together. Okay. So we'll have some cucumbers.
Should I cover the bun or just a couple?
Just put it on the bun, like 2 or 3 more, and then a layer of tomato. And you know, heirloom tomatoes come in a variety of colors, but they all kind of taste the same. They're so fabulous. A little salt and pepper on those. And then we're going to put our bitchin sauce. Bitchin sauce is one of my family's favorite treats. I love this stuff so much. I have a little kale plant grown in the backyard, and Marco and I were talking about ideas for doing a segment, and I said, wow, I just had some fresh kale in my garden with some bitchin sauce on it. And we decided that it was going to be a good idea to try some here at the garden and put it on our sandwich. So a little salt and pepper, then the bitchin sauce, and we have selected, they've got so many different flavors, chipotle, cilantro, lime, caramelized onion, garlic, original, lots of good stuff. So a little spoonful of, or a spread, you can use this.
So we're using green onion.
Green onion, nice. Put a little bitchin sauce on it, and then we'll put our new white meat on there. Slab of that. So yeah, Jimbo's Market has a sandwich called the Lone Star, and they do this slab cut, and they marinate it in like a chipotle style marinade. Okay, you ready? So here we go. Tofu. Now we're going to put a little more sauce on there, a little more bitchin sauce, and some onion and lettuce. And there we've got a rainbow of colors, you guys. We've got the different colors, tomatoes, lettuce, and the goal is each day to try to eat as many colorful foods as you can, so that you get all the nutrients that you need. And phytonutrients are some good high-octane fuel. Nice. Okay, so here comes the top. Put a top on that. And some skewers. I got a few right here. And we can cut that in half. Put like a little stick of skewer on either side. And then you can use a serrated knife when you cut your sandwich so it goes through all the way. So try cutting that right down the middle. And I will start tossing the salad, and we will start sampling it. So what do you think of that? That was pretty easy, and it was fast and easy. So lots of freshness, lots of protein, lots of new options. You know, tofu could be the future of food with the abundant crops that we have out there that are mostly fed to animals to make milk and meat. Why don't we just grow the soy and feed the people and turn it into milk and meat? And that's what we're doing right here.
Cut out the middleman.
Cut out the middleman. That's my book, Black Belt in Tofu. Today's plant-based protein-rich alternative to so many things. Woo! It is the most versatile food I've ever worked with, and so fun. Okay, so let's put a little salad on that plate, and gotta get a shot of that. Okay. All right, Marco, you did it. Marco did it. Chef Marco has created the new white meat sandwich.
There you go.
So yummy. Let's do it. Let's try it.
Okay, let's move this forward real quick. So you want to have the first bite?
You have the first bite. You tell me. Oh, I can't wait. It's the killer bitchin sandwich. Yeah? I can't wait. I've been waiting all day for this. Look at that, you guys. Oh, the new white meat. It's pretty tasty.
It tastes like a burger.
Okay. Salad next.
Okay. Do you have a fork?
I got a fork for you. Now, I love this salad so much that when I buy it at OB People's, it's usually consumed in my car before I even get home.
The family doesn't get any.
No, I buy it for myself and I eat it all in the car on the way home with one hand on the steering wheel. So good.
Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Let me steal a bite over here too. And check it out with the almonds and the kale and the avocado.
Yeah, everything.
Happiness.
All the flavor comes through. It's delicious.
Delicious.
Tofu
Thanks to City Seeds Garden and Bitchin Sauce and City Times News, you guys. We're spreading the good news about new alternatives in food.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad I was able to taste this. I mean, I don't think of tofu as a sandwich product, you know?
yeah,
So
it's
now I
like
know.
turkey. It's like a hot turkey in a way, isn't it? Kind of like a turkey or chicken. Well,
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I know that we wrote an article on you, featuring you. I met you at one of City's club events outside. You were doing what you do, promoting plant-based foods and promoting your book. And we talked about what you're doing in book arts and graphic design. What else do you have coming up right now?
Well, teaching classes at the libraries again, free city-sponsored vegan cooking classes, Vegan Cooking 101 at the Point Loma Library, and other locations coming soon. The third Monday of each month, 30 students get to come and we do a whole extravaganza. It's veggie burgers in May, and then a vegan seafood class in July. We're taking June off, but I've got lots of new things now that things are picking up again post-COVID, and we're back cooking and sharing foods together. It's exciting and it's timely and it's necessary because we can address issues like climate change, health, and animal welfare when we are made aware of our food choices. And there's good food to celebrate, so let's do it again. I want a party vegan style.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, go out and get some Bitchin Sauce. Visit Seeds here on campus.
So
and
fun.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.